Filmed from a moving car, it is difficult to see the protesters amongst the traffic, but there they are. About 100 farmers from across Vietnam holding silent vigil in the country's largest city. In what is a tightly controlled nation, this is considered a bold step. Photos show the faces of determination. Their posters criticize authorities for illegally seizing their land. Others demand their basic rights and freedoms.
We've seen an increasing number of protests taking place in Vietnam, in part because people are becoming more brave, they've got better information, they're connected now by the internet, so they're learning about protests and what's taking place.
As uprisings spread through the Arab world, it has emboldened those in Vietnam to stand up to their government. But unlike elsewhere, human rights groups fear they won't get very far. At the latest Congress in January, the country's leaders vowed to further strengthen their grip on power. The Communist Party has ruled pretty well unchallenged for more than 35 years.
In the recent months, there's been a crackdown in Vietnam where the government has arrested bloggers and writers for their peaceful expression. At the same time, members of political parties, including Việt Tân, have been arrested solely for organizing. And that's the climate we see in Vietnam of activists arrested and being sentenced to very long jail terms.
And in many cases, tortured and beaten. Witnesses say as police moved in to quash this demonstration, at least one man was struck repeatedly. All were taken in for questioning. We've made several attempts to contact Vietnam's foreign ministry about the protests, but our calls have so far gone unanswered. Inside Vietnam, activists tell us that more people than ever are willing to publicly express their dissatisfaction. But in a country where political dissent is not tolerated, no one is willing to say how far future demonstrations will go. Steve Chow, Al Jazeera.